Sunshine Pioneers. Hey, how are you? Anyway, it's the weekend, and I just came back from hiking on a beautiful local hill here. Ooh, it was a lot of bliss and tranquility. Lately, I feel this amazing bliss. Usually I'm all hyper and wanting to go to the mountains, and these last 2 days after my intense releasing, I just feel guided to stay, to just be. I don't even feel the need to control anything. I just feel this divine plan unfolding as it should be. And I hope you are too. Why I was guided to come here and speak to all of you is because today I got a letter from a woman writing to me about her life. She shared her personal experience with me, sharing her own difficulties, her own strugglings, and just basically life challenges that she was going through. The basics was about her wanting to find herself, and she said she's guided to write to me because I'm so obvious and good in sharing how I am and just being me. And she said that she's struggling with this, finding herself, her own passions, finding her place under the sun in this world, finding love in her life, just, also job and knowing what to do. Now everything's changing. And just knowing how to move on. Also about a relationship that she's not getting what she's supposed to get, but she still has this longing for the same person, although they're not willing to, return their love in such a way that she knows she would deserve. And she just said that she feels guided to write this to me, not even knowing why. This is usually why it happens. Our soul is guiding us towards something, and sometimes we don't know why we're doing such things, but these are already answers to our prayers. She said that sometimes she feels herself stuck, just wanting to escape this world, this reality that doesn't want to be here anymore in a way. And that I, in some way, give her hope that she can find herself in the same way. So I was guided to do a video because I think a lot more energy can flow when I'm speaking to that person and to everyone else who is guided to listen to this as well, who shares certain similar experiences, or maybe in another life area, maybe in another realm, in another multidimensional functionality, but still, we are all of us. We were going through a lot of the things in our lives. And there's a difference between, where we are on our path, where we are on our journey. So this is the only difference between us, where we are in this shift that we're going through, shift to our greater self, to our divine potential of who we are, why we came here, knowing what we are to do within our missions that we are. So there's still many people that are now in this process, kind of like stuck. They feel stuck behind. They feel that some people are moving forward and sharing themselves and doing their thing, but they feel like stuck in a rut. That what are they doing wrong? Why can't they do this? Why is it so difficult for them to connect? But the only thing here that is, I don't know for every single one of these people, because everyone needs to connect to their own self, our own soul, in a unique way. Every story is different. How we get here is different. So if I share my entire journey up until now, this might not bring you these answers that you're seeking for. So your journey is unique. You're getting there in your unique way. But we are here as a model of light, as a model of what we can be, because we already are all of that. But what I can say is a general thing is that everyone who thinks they need to get there, they need to get themselves, they need to connect to themselves, does not get it, that they already are. So first recognition in this area is knowing that you already are and just saying, I already am. I don't have to do anything. And once you do that switch in your mind's perspective, you shift and things reveal themselves in a new light. Know that everything is a challenge of the soul. If you want to get away from this reality so often that you only find yourself happy and in bliss while you're in nature or somewhere like that, you have to ask yourself, why is it so hard for me? Why do you only feel connected in nature? Because I am nature too. I'm a part of it. So I don't just need to be, of course it is easier. You know how nature is healing and it brings you to the state of tranquility, but it doesn't mean that we have to be there to be happy, or that we have to share a unique life to be happy, that we have to do something particular to do happy. But what I'm guided to really say here in this example is, do not compare yourself with others. I've done this in my past as well. Because when I wanted to compare myself with others, I've lost focus on who I already am. Because you need to understand there's so many different energies right here on the planet. And when we think, oh, everyone is happy, everyone's connected, everyone's doing their thing, we don't even know that. We don't have any proof or, anything saying that. But it's not even important. It's important to find our unique path. But, like that person was explaining, I have this relationship and I'm longing for that. And she was given the answer already that she cannot, get what she would deserve and want, because we all have dreams and it's good. We are allowed to think in those terms, not in a attached kind of way, thinking, in desires, terms of desires, longing for these desires, but unattached dreams that we just observe, like a masterpiece unraveling in our mind. So what I would say is, don't push yourself. No judgment, saying everyone's doing it except me. Everyone's finding their place except me. I'm so different. I'm so different. We are all different. But once we get that we only need to understand ourselves and that our source connection is always going to be individual, unique. Because even though we can share a relationship with someone, we are still alone in our unique challenges. We are still alone in our source connection, but never lonely. So if it feels that way and it feels that that love is blocked, only you can create this blockage. If you think that, if you already know that this person cannot fulfill this, what you would need, but still, have this attachment, have this deep longing, you're still not seeing it. You are the source of that. I know it might sound easy and simple because, as I always say, it is so much more than just words. If you just know that from the mind, it's not enough. You need to shift from the heart. You need to feel that in your heart. So one might ask themselves or me, how do we do that? How do we shift in the heart? Tell us, Polona, tell us. Give us a certain recipe for that. Give us a certain exercise, There is no one way. But know that when you ask for it, when you ask for your guidance, and when you're just being in that state of completely surrendering, saying, I no longer care for what I am supposed to provide in this world, what I'm supposed to do, who I'm supposed to be with, surrender all my attachments, surrender all my expectations of every single relationship that I ever desired in my life or still do desire, then your life starts changing. Because how we change things is not that we wait for a certain situation to change and then we change. No, we shift from within first and then things start changing in our life because it's about the energy. The energy moves things, pushes them forward. So when you will make this transition in your heart and feel that love that you already are from deep within your entire being, not just one fraction of it, but the entire being, this is when the real awakening starts. Everyone says they're awakened because they're reading certain things and materials and connecting with people who also say they're awakened, but it's not about that. Awakening is truly coming from the heart space when you feel your oneness with all and feel that you don't need to do anything to be. And when you shift this within you energetically and claim the energetic vibration that you are individual part of the God source, then you will shift everything in your life. But as long as you still have attachments and you still feel sad and lonely and think you're alone in all of this, do know that you're not. There's so many people already sharing their light. And when you connect to them, you're opening to your own light and inner wisdom of the soul as well. You can also choose the other way. This is giving up. But ask yourself, what do I win if I don't choose to give up? And what do I, get if I do give up? Because eventually you can come back to a soul level out of this incarnation. But your soul always seeks that, to individually express its uniqueness and these desires that it's supposed to fulfill in these denser realities. So ask yourself, you'll only have to repeat that because your soul will want to experience that, because this is its task in a way, let's so say. So what do you gain from saying, I quit? I'm going to escape this reality, but there's a difference in saying, I quit. I quit everything. In terms of, I'm quitting this energetic pattern that I keep following and, recycling this energy over and over and over again like a used up record. And there's another kind of exit. It's going quiet and say, I was not worth anything in this world anyway. I'm just gonna go to sleep. I'm just gonna remove myself from this reality. It's not the same. It's good for you to quit, but quit all that no longer serves you and quit this mind numbing pain that you're causing with this mindset. And this can only happen when you truly shift from your heart. And know that you're no different than me, who knows how to share myself, or anyone else who's doing it, but you're going to do it in a unique way, your own way, which is superb for you. And sometimes people are too trapped in the collective energies, and they think these fears and these desires wanting to escape are their own. And sometimes I have to say they're not their own. They might be living in a very dense reality where they're very still attuned to that matrix of that certain place. And they just kind of have, gotten used to being there. So think about that as well. Think about, do you live in an area or amongst the people that are supporting you to stay in this mindset, or have you removed yourself from it? Ask for guidance and then follow it. Our prayers are not being answered how we imagine them. Our prayers are being answered while you connect. For instance, when that person connected to me, that was already their prayer being answered through their guidance of the soul. We're all interconnected. So when we listen, all comes to us. And when we follow, we're doing it. But we already are all of it. On the deepest level of our spirit, we already are. It's just a soul that wants to test it here in this reality and wants to give a chance to truly experience in the lower dense realities as well. Know that you're not alone in this. Know that you can, although you're not alone, you can only do this alone. This transition comes from you. It's a gift of your soul. So ask your soul to truly, one day, for instance, go out in nature where you truly feel good and blessed and in serenity, and feel that here you can truly belong, because you belong just because you are. And go there and ask your soul to show you, through feeling your own individualized energy pattern, your frequency, to show you your soul signature, and then feel it. And when you will know this, you will forever remember this. And this means knowledge of self. It's not in knowing only what you like to eat, what you like to do, what you like to think about. It's in feeling your soul. And you get to feel it so deeply that no one else can do it the same way. And once you will feel that, change will start flowing from you, from your soul, through you, and being manifested in this denser reality as well. I hope this answer helped that person and many others who might be having some similar challenges, and know that although we are alone in our challenges, we're never lonely. If we think we are, if we think, oh, we don't belong, we are constantly setting this frequency out, projecting it from our mind. We are alone. No one likes us. No one knows us. We're alone. We're alone. We created this. And know that this reality we're now entering is very much something like instant manifestation. So if you think it, you're going to be it. Because this is your gift as a co-creator being in this realm. You cannot create on higher realms. You create here in a way. You contribute to this realm through, creating your own realm in that kind of way. But you have to feel your soul frequency first. And this makes you shift. And if you're meant to shift, if you truly desire to shift, you will. Because this is your soul calling anyway. And know that you were guided for that. Know that you're always supported. Many blessings, so much love, and have a beautiful weekend. To be continued. Bye-bye.